We are live on the patio. And with Max is the pretty obvious point, isn't it, Max? Yeah. Yeah, hopefully some people will join us. Jeez. Hey, Max, what you doing? All right, there we go. Oopsies. No, it's my fault. That's the tripod. Oh, there we go. There we've got some people joining us. Had to restart the stream. The first one didn't have anybody joining. I think I set it for private. Bok, everybody. Let's just get there into the tripod. There you go, Max. Are you comfy? Are you comfy? Let's get the close-up. Oh, that's a pretty good view of you. Yes, good morning, everybody. It's pretty nice out here today. Okay, Max, I'm going to steal the patio cushion. You know what? I could sit on it. But I'm good with the chair without. Last time I sat down on that cushion, it had a wasp on it. Here you go, bud. Grapies? No grapies. Eggies? Eggies. Yeah, Max can be pretty opinionated when it comes to food. He saw me make some eggs. Oopsies. There, we're back in focus. So how is everybody today? See, we've got Sue, we've got Doris, Mookie, Connie. C Sharp is here. Hello, C Sharp. Kathleen from Pennsylvania. Hi, girls here. So we're missing a few people. Hopefully we're going to see Amanda and Einstein. Our favorite doggo's not here yet either. Well, we'll just give everybody a few minutes to join. Yeah, Max, is that the good stuff? Did you get the bonanza? Did you get some eggies? Go eggie. I know, I'm not very good at the spoon thing today, am I? Didn't get you enough. Want a little bit more? From this side. Oh, there's the sunnies. There's the sunnyshine. So Max was given a choice today of his red harness or his blue harness, or his red harness or his black harness. He was pretty clear that he wanted to wear black today. It's Birdie in black. Hey, Terry. Hey, Tango Elliott. I see you joined us. Yay. So, yes, Max has got eggies for breakfast. He also has some grapes. We'll see if he's in the mood for grapes or if he just wants eggs. Sometimes when he sees there's still eggs, he'll ignore the grapes. Okay. That was, I see you might have some eggs for me. Come on, eggies. Want some eggies? There you go. Got eggies. And you know what? Life's good if we've got eggies, right, Max? They're cooked quickly. Oh, you want some more? Want some more? Here you go. You see, he was watching some birds high in the sky. Max Vegas. It's up to you. Tango, there's some birds up in the sky. No doggos yet, but Max is keeping a really close eye out. The sunnyshine keeps hiding behind clouds. It comes out, then it hides. Hey, Connie says Vasco had some eggies for Beakfast as well. Oh yeah, Saturdays is eggie day around here. Eggs are okay in moderation. You don't want to give too often. So around here, it's usually once a week they are allowed to have eggies, and that's turned into the Saturday eggie day for Max. He's quite happy with this arrangement. There. So, Max, we've got a really special note here from Tango Elliott. Tango Elliott says, Max, if you see doggos, tell them a sentence, woof, ruff, aroo, woof, arf, arf. Then they'll know you're one of us. Did you get that? All right, you pay really close attention. Tango knows what he's talking about. Max just wants to know if that will make sure that the doggo brings him some eggies. Yeah, we're you know, it's all about the eggies. You got some eggies? So like that old commercial, got milk, got eggs? There you go, Max. Doris says it's raining in New York. She's happy that Max got some sunnyshine. She enjoys porch, and she approves of the black harness. Oh, we've got two new people, Kathleen and C Sharp. Hello, hello. Greenbird says Greenbird and Uman will have Sunday eggies. That's a good idea too. You know, the flock sometimes gets eggs and some of the good stuff more often than I do. It's just the way that it works around here. Isn't that right, Max? You're making a mess. You're dropping eggies. Yeah, when I checked the weather a little bit earlier, I'll just wait for that motorcycle to get past. When I checked the weather a little bit earlier, about 10 minutes before coming out, it said it was 16 degrees in Calgary, so 16 degrees and partly cloudy. And that the sun does keep ducking behind the cloud. But Max is happy it's warm enough out here, especially when the sun's shining on us. This time I remembered to put on some sunny screens, so I'm not going to be becoming a sun lobster myself. Mookie says he's never dropped his eggies before. Yeah, that was just a fumble, I think. Hey, Max. Would you like a grape? Would you like a grape handed to you by hand? Would you like self-serve grapes? Okay, we have just turned up our beak 2 grapes. Max has something else in mind today. Pie Girl says she's got rain as well. Yeah, well, Connie, Max has actually eaten all of the eggies, so now it's grape time if he's still hungry. And it's really up to him if he wants some grapes or not. It's not always time for grapes. Some days they're his favorite food, some days they're to be ignored. Yeah, Max, that was a butterfly. Butterfly, huh? And no people yet. What's going on? You're outside, you're supervising, there's no peoples. All right, well, where are the people? So Max was actually getting pretty grouchy with me last night. I was in the kitchen quite late and I was doing some cooking. My father's got a big birthday this weekend, so I had already baked a cake and I needed to put together some icing. So I was using the electric beater. If you're trying to make buttercream icing, I mean, you pretty much want the electric beater to get it fluffy enough for piping. So I was doing that, and he was getting pretty upset with me. He did not like the sound of the electric beater, so he was complaining about that. And it was also kind of late, so kind of messed up his bedtime schedule last night. So he's a little bit grouchy this morning. But the good news is cake is frosted. Cake's not quite what I had envisioned. A, I'm not an artist. And B, I discovered that, now I haven't done any icing piping in decades. Last time I tried it, I got really frustrated and actually ended up tossing the cheap icing set I had at one point. The tips and whatever, just because I could never get it to pipe properly. So, with the help of the internet, I learned a few things about icing this week, including that there's a difference. You need to use buttercream for piping icing, and some of the other icing recipes are too soft and don't work. You know, don't use a royal icing for trying to pipe. It's not, or trying to ice something fancy, unless it's a cookie. You know, you're not going to get it to look fancy. So I picked up one of those and I got things to work. Now, I watched a number of YouTube videos. One thing I forgot to learn on YouTube was the proper technique to color buttercream icing for frosting. When I colored it, I just used liquid drops of food coloring. I stiffened it up a bit more with some extra sugar. But I didn't realize that the problem with liquid food coloring is not just that it adds too much liquid, but it also is not vibrant enough. So I have sort of pastel colors. Oh well, it works. I'm sure my father will like it regardless. With a grape? A grape? You haven't even had one yet. So I've got that this afternoon. Got gifts and a cake to take over. Yeah, my dad is 85, so that one's a little bit of a big birthday. COVID restrictions, we still can't do too much, so I at least wanted to make a bit of a special cake and do something nice. Uh-oh, what's going on with Tango? I know Tango's been having a few problems with the paparazzi, the doggy. Tango says his Uman's foot relapsed yesterday, but is responding to ice. Back is a lot better, but has a way to go. Tango, remember to keep your pet Uman going. I mean, take her out for regular walks and keep her fit. Taking care of humans is a lot of work. Tango says the golden years should be called the rusty years. There's a lot of sense in that. A lot of sense in that. Yeah, Tango says he keeps bringing you some toys. That's probably a good idea. Yeah, definitely hope you're feeling better soon. Hey, Amanda, we've got some grapes. Come on over, help yourself. Max is not in the mood for grapes today. He's on patrol. He's counting motorcycles. And he sees people way, 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 way over there, but they're not walking past his patio yet. Not too happy about that, are you, Max? You wanted humans past your patio. That's where they belong. lots of vehicles driving past. But the good news is nobody's out here trying to cut the lawns or do any landscaping. Max gets kind of upset at the loud equipment. He does not believe that it belongs. Last summer, they actually had a schedule, I think it was Sunday mornings. They were cutting the lawns across the street from us. And it's not just one lawn, it's all of the lawns. And they're using very loud equipment. It's commercial equipment. And Max just did not like that at all. He just insisted on going inside every time the equipment came out. So it is beginning to green up out here a little bit. I'm just going to pick up the camera for a minute. Oops, I'm going to trip over the tripod and sort of show what we've got. So you can see that we've got some greenery happening out here. It's definitely turning a little bit nicer. But I've got a lot of brown as well. I think some of the bushes did not quite make it through the winter. So I might have to figure out what to do with that space. I'm allowed to do what I want inside of the fence line, but outside the fence line is the condo. So I've got 3 bushes there that don't look like they're coming back. So what I'm thinking, if I remove those, what do I put in? I've seen some people just extend the patio by putting down a strip of either rocks or indoor-outdoor carpeting, and that might not be bad because Max likes to throw things over there, and that way I don't have to dive into the bushes to get it. I've got a number of planters out here that I've got setting out. I do a lot of container planting, and I could set some planters out there, or I could get some dirt and dig in and put in a little bit of a garden patch. So really not sure what I want to do there yet. Picked up some flowers for the planters, but have not planted them yet. Obviously, we've had some disgusting weather, and in Calgary, you wait until the weather's gone. So hopefully this weekend I'll get some of the flowers out, so we'll have a little bit more color on the patio. Usually pick up petunias, and the reason is this patio is full sun, and they tend to bloom all summer long. They're pretty colorful. Didn't have a lot of choices. The place I went to has a large box store with a small garden shop attached. They usually have far better selection. I think they forgot to order this year. I was very disappointed, but I just grabbed what I could because I don't want to go shopping twice. Oh, Max, are you out of focus? There. Now, are you in better focus now? Yeah. Oh, uh-oh. What are we doing? Okay, let's drop the camera. Actually, that means dropping the tripod. Oh, Max, what am I saying? Here we go. Okay, we'll do a manual. Whoop. There. Tripod leg got stuck on me. There's 1. There's 2. Oops. That'll work. 3. Oh, Max, I took it down too far. Let's bring that up again. There. There, how's that? Now you're in the picture. Yes, you came over. Oopsies. Dropping things here. Okay, now I'm untangled. Let's fix those feathers. Oh, we want a good old feather scritchy. Yeah, you want a scritchy? Just arrange. Hopefully we're in camera. Hey, Max, you've got new feathers coming in. Has anybody told you you've got new feathers coming in? Yeah, okay. Uh-oh. There's one to tip. I don't know how well you're seeing this, but there's definitely a lot of new crest feathers coming in. Max is an itchy boy today. Oopsies. I really, really want that feather. I'm chasing it. I know. I am chasing it. Let's see if we've got focus. Can you turn around, Max? Nobody can see you when you're around that way. Turn around, bright bird. There. That's better. Yeah, now we can see your head. We're going to see under fluffies in a minute. Uh-oh, under fluffies. There. Oh. Let's see. There we go. Both hands for this. Yeah. You. Look at you. Stand up straight. There. Yeah, Max. Do you hear the robin? Yeah, is there a robin out here? Okay. Well, if you're going to do that, I'm just going to drop this a little bit more. As soon as I reach over, he'll probably duck down again. There you go. Duck down there. Okay, I'm hoping that I'm in the shot right now. Max just wants a head scritch. He's in a little bit of an odd angle, so he wants to show you some under fluffies. But yeah, it's scritchy time. It's scritchy time. A little bit closer. There. Hey, Max. Is it scritchy time? Oh, look at all those. Look at those new feathers. And of course, Max is itchy and he's saying, scratch me, but don't touch me. Hey, under here, under here, under here. Yeah, let's get the head down. See if we're in focus. Yeah. There we go. You turn around. You turn around so people can see you. Oh, there's a head. Okay. Apparently that's all that Max wanted today. Just a head scratch. You sure about the grapes? So what's wrong with the grapes? They're green and it's Saturday. Is that what the problem is? So Max, I think you might need to do some avian magic. Can you walk and make some people walk past the patio? You want to try that? There. Okay. Do you see people? I see people. Right. Oh, you went poops? Well, I don't think they saw you. They walked right past Max. Maxwell. All right. Rough camera while I readjust the tripod. Yeah, it would be nice to have a bit more of an automatic tripod. But here I've got to do the legs separately. Stand it up. There we go. And then tighten all of the little screws. So when I'm outside, I'm actually using the phone tripod. I've got a bigger tripod inside that I use for some things like the larger camera when I'm using when I'm hooked up via computer. Max, can you stay in focus, please? Yeah. There we go. So I'm not sure if it's my eyes or if Max is out of focus right now. Oh, there we go. There. There we go. Now we can see your eyes. What do you think? Is it time to play? What do you think? Uh-oh. You're walking closer and I lose the focus there. Oops. It's definitely preening time out here. Get a bit of sun, get a little bit of preen. Yeah, Max, that was pretty rough. Somebody just walked right past the patio and didn't even talk to you. They were on the phone. Oh my goodness, I got a super chat. I think I missed that one. I'm just going to scroll and see who that was. Oh my goodness, thank you, Tango. Tango says, Max, please buy yourself a treat, a healthy treat, and give some to my friend Tico. Do you think you could do that, Max? Oh, thank you so much, Tango Elliot. That was super sweet of you. Oh my goodness. Uh-oh. All right, it's preen time. Just gonna shift back a little bit so we've got a little bit more of, oops, the bird in the shot. Oh my goodness. Thank you so much. What do you think, Max? You're gonna get some treaties. Oh. Yeah. Oh my goodness. Okay, let's keep scrolling here. Sorry if I'm nudging the camera. I'm just trying to read a few of the comments. Oh my goodness. Yes, thanks, Connie. Thanks, Terry. KT's here. Hello, KT. Glad that you're joining us. Terry needs to avoid standing for a few moments. That's going to be kind of rough. You know, especially, but, you know, summer's coming. Hopefully there's a patio where you can sit in some warmth. Amanda says, Max's bra's chafing. I know how you feel. Yes, I did miss the chat about Terry breaking her other foot. Oh my goodness. 2 broken feet? How did you manage to do that? Oh, that's pretty rough. Hey, Max. Jill? It's just a fly. Hello. Hello, how are you? Hello. Good, good. Hello. Are you saying hello, Max? Is it exciting? Do you see people? Bye-bye. Jerry says the orthopedic told her she was having bad luck. I think he was laughing behind her back. Yeah. It takes talent to break 2 feet. But that's pretty rough. That's a bit of a new one. I honestly can't get over that either. Hey, Brian, glad you're joining us. Pie Girl says that her birthday is coming up next week. Pie Girl, hey, we want to wish you a really happy early hatchiversary. Remind me next Saturday and we'll have a special hatchiversary greeting for you. Yes, Amanda, Max definitely turns on the charm when he sees other people. He wants to get social. He can't wait until we can start opening up and getting back to normal. You know, our province has announced some rather aggressive plans for opening up based on vaccine first doses. We're a little bit skeptical over here, and we're just going to move cautiously because we really want to have a good summer and not a fourth wave. Isn't that right, Max? What do you think, Max? Is the sunshine hiding behind the patio, behind the cloud again? Okay, you see the bus across the street. What else is over there? Well, I don't know. I kind of see Terry going down the stairs in the wheelchair, just doing a wheelie and yelling "Yeehaw!" How rude! That person jogged right past. You know, Max, you might have to try balking. Because when you balk, people pay more attention to you. Terry, you're just making up for some lost time. Mookie says that her cat Harley is in front of the phone looking at Max. Aw. Hey, Max, can we get a buck? Want a buck? Yeah, see, when I balked, it brought the sun out. Max, yeah, Max. Max. All right, we're gonna just readjust that a little bit. We're gonna go up a little bit. Whoa. There. Aw, thank you, Buzz. Yes, Max tries to be well behaved. Oh, and we are coming in for another scritch. Max is deciding that if there's no... You know what I'm going to do? Just bear with me for 1 minute. I'm just going to... Oops. I'm going to go to a handheld camera, and I'm just going to cover the camera with my hand. I'm sure that'll work. And then I'm going to flip this in here backwards. There. Now I can tilt it a bit more. Oops. Bring that up. Okay, sorry, that was my fault. I just hit a button. Just rearranging the camera a bit. I don't want to, there we go. I'm gonna be able to see what's on the camera and still have it secure in here. Scritchies, is that what you wanted? The scritchies? Okay, scritchies it is. So you can see Max is really eager about getting a bit of a preening out here. So many new feathers coming in. Yeah. And Max can be super touchy about his head too. You know, I want you to be really cautious. You know, don't pull on any feathers. He's itchy, but don't touch him. Yeah. Oh. Oh. Oops. I know preening's not necessarily the best view of a bird, but that's what Max wants right now, so that's what Max gets. There we go. Yeah, you're looking so pretty, Max. Yeah, it's definitely new feather time out here. Losing feathers, growing new ones. It's all part of yearly molting. And molting happens, I mean, it happens year round, but there's a couple of times a year when you see more molting than usual. And it's normal. I mean, they lose a feather, they grow a new feather back. It's a lot of work, isn't it, Max? Yeah. Feathers don't last forever. Yeah. Oops. Yeah, it was a goodie. Oh, there. I'll just tip it. Yeah. Oh my goodness. Oops. Yeah. I'm paying a little bit more attention to Max right now than the chat. I'll catch up in a few minutes. Reason being, when you're preening a bird, if you pull a feather, you will get chomped on. So you want to be paying kind of close attention just to body language, see what somebody wants. Oops. Make sure you don't stab somebody in an eye. Because Max does not believe he needs to hold still. He can move around while he's doing this. Hey, Max, there's a sparrow watching you. Are you going to ask the sparrow for a password? Oh no, Sue said she was in the hospital last night. Sue, you take care of yourself. Uh, get some rest and pop in. You can watch the rest of the live stream later. We always tape these and keep them available. They are kind of fun to watch. I mean, you never know what Max is going to do. He's got his own agenda. So, it's totally unscripted. Okay, there's a bit of a script. The script says I bring out some treats, but Max decides what he does with them. If he eats them, if he redecorates with them. He's got different ideas about what he wants. Oh yeah. All right, the feathers now over top of the harness. And you look so very pretty. Yeah, so very pretty. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, more scritchies? Oh, people can't see you all the way down there. Whoops. There you go. Yeah. Yeah, good bird. You preen the harness. Yeah, Max is allowed to preen the harness. He's just not allowed to chew on it or try to remove it. You know, he seems pretty accepting of it. I mean, he knows that it means he gets to come outside. He has some choice on it. If he chooses not to get into a harness, he does not get to come outside, but it's up to him. And then I usually ask him which one he wants. He wants the red one or the black one, and he makes a choice. And he actually has different days. He has different preferences for color. Today it was definitely black. Yes, a few days ago it was red. But just like us, we don't always like the same thing. We change our minds. And I think that's always kind of cool. But that's sometimes why it's important to give Max an element of choice, because he can choose what's right for him that day. Whether he's feeling red, whether he's feeling blue. Is that a hint? That was a hint. Oh, look at all those new feathers. Yeah, they are so itchy. You're an itchy bird. See, Brian's here. Let's see what else we got happening here. Oh yeah, Max is going to look magnificent. When new feathers come in, they come in a bit of a casing. And I'm just sort of seeing if I can find one here to show. Showing it, of course, is going to be dependent on Max holding still and turning his head. But you know how the aglet on a shoelace, sort of the end of the shoelace comes in? You can sort of see some of that powder there. That was a feather shaft. That's how new feathers come in, is they're protected by that. And as they come in, whoops, I'm sorry, did I pull? That helps them break through the skin and protects the feather as it's growing. Most feathers have a blood supply in them as they grow, especially larger flight feathers. Some of the down feathers may not have, that much of one. But I mean, it's growing tissue, and where there's a blood supply, there are nerves. So Max is super careful with that. There's a little bit more. If you see that on my hand right there, that's basically just the new feather shaft. So sometimes Max looks like he's got some of these pokies coming out of him, and that's just new feathers coming in. He does not always want me to preen them. Sometimes he just says, leave me alone. I've got them, and I try to respect him. I mean, it's his body. But if he wants some help with them, I'll definitely preen them. But sometimes as they come in, they'll look kind of pokey, but they're not quite ready to be preened off yet. And all I'm doing when I'm preening it is I'm just gently pinching it and then rolling it between my fingers just to break it off. You don't pull on it. Pulling would be a really, really bad idea. It would probably get you bit. Yeah, how's that, Max? You look so pretty! But yeah, you can sort of see where some of those new feathers are coming in right here. And that's why he looks like he's got a little bit of a spiky face. Yeah. Oh, you're letting me. Yeah. Yeah. And I mean, birds sometimes when they've got new feathers coming in, it's itchy and they just want to be left alone. It's like, I'm sure I could help. I'm sure I could make that feel just a little bit better. But, it's up to the bird what they want. Oh, Max. Oh, Max. You look so pretty, Max. You're magnificent. Again? Okay. I'm not going to complain. I'm so itchy today. You probably need a good shower. Is that what you want, Max? Maybe a shower? Yeah. Babe? No grapes. I didn't bring out the spray bottle. Do you see people? Now you're paying attention. Oh my goodness, Max. Well, I think the people aren't seeing you when they walk past. You gotta say hello. You gotta balk at them or something. That way they see you. Yeah? You know that technique. You know how to attract people. Well, I'm not gonna call out people. That's up to you. Why? Because you're a bird. Where are you from, Max? It's full of mumbles today, aren't you? Yeah. Got a comfy perch? Sun's out. Only thing you need are people, right? You keep going up and down, Max. So I'm just going to pull out a little bit further. Yeah. Yeah. Well, it's definitely a big truck. Big Bronco truck. A lot to look at. Trucks and sparrows and people biking past on the road. What else we got? Oh, yeah. Look at you. Look at you. It's preening time. Max. Max. Oh, there's another one right there. That one's kind of in the region you can reach yourself. So the other thing about preening feathers, usually Max only wants my help with the ones that he cannot reach himself. If he can reach it himself and it's not been preened, it's probably not ready to be preened. So, you know, you just kind of respect that. Hey. See. Oh, look at that. Yeah. Your feathers are a mess today. Your feathers are a mess. Uh-oh. good one? Oh yeah, I got a good one. I got a good one. Oh. Oh, that was a good one. Yeah. Oh yeah. All those beautiful new crest feathers. You're gonna be ready for summer. One good looking bird. Yes, definitely Buzz. He's going to look magnificent. Now, one thing about Max, sometimes I've had people comment about his tail feathers looking a little bit ratty, and I'll explain why his tail feathers sometimes look just a little bit ratty. It's because, see a little more of those there. It's because when he's playing in his cage, he likes to back into the back corner and stick his tail out the back of his cage. And he acts as if he has no room. I mean, he's got 6 feet of cage in front of him, but he just backs into that corner, and that's where he wants to build a nest and shred stuff. And that's why his tail feathers sometimes look just a little bit gnarly, a little bit broken, but it's not really broken. It's just sort of the edges of the feathers just from being pushed and rubbed against the cage just may not look quite as perfect. But I mean, that's fine. I mean, he enjoys himself. He's playing. He's a happy bird, so I'm not going to tell him he can't play in his cage. Well, he wants to. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. There's another one. Oh, yeah. Look at you, Max. Look at you. Yeah? No grapes? You do realize that when we go inside, I'm going to put a couple of grapes inside of his cage, and that's all he's going to have eyes for. They'll be asking me, where were these all day? How come I didn't get any outside? Yeah. What's wrong? Yeah, it's all cars. Gonna have a mumble? Mumble, mumble? Max and mumble? Max? That's right. It's the other thing with preening Max. He really has to be in the mood for it, and he has to ask me for it. If I just reach in and start preening, he'll sometimes just say, forget about it. It's my body. Since we've been preening already this morning, he sort of thinks he's got a bit of a standing order for some attention. But if I just reached into his cage and started preening the top of his head, he'd probably be saying, hey, I didn't invite that. That's my head. Yeah. He is quite touchy about the top of his head. I think when he was younger, he had a few bad experiences with feathers on top of his head and humans. It takes a lot of trust for him to let me preen his head sometimes. When we're out socializing, he does not want anybody else to touch his head. Usually he says, start with my back. Now, back, when you're talking about a bird, the back here can be a bit of an erogenous zone, just safe for mates. But what I do is I watch body language quite carefully. But if somebody wants to touch him, this is going to be the safest place rather than here, just because the way that he reacts to his head being touched. And he gets nervous. Oh, yeah. There you go. but Max just loves being handled and loves being touched. I mean, that's kind of a big thing for him. Isn't it, Max? You know, I did bring out some water play stuff, but you seem quite happy just to preen. No, you seem quite happy just to turn your head down. Yeah, there you go. There we go. Talk to the butt feathers, huh? Yeah. Oh, I'm missing a whole bunch of comments. I'm just going to try and catch up on a few. So Amanda has a question, and she asks, do you keep Max and Tico's feathers? Would make a lovely bouquet or put little feathers in a card. What I do is when Max or Tico loses some of the showy feathers, I tend to hold on to them. I've made a few things with them before. I've made some bookmarks, earrings or whatever. And if I send out a card for somebody, you know, from Max, as long as I can do so, I'll tuck in a feather. It's just kind of a nice little touch, isn't it, Max? But usually it's one of the big, oops, I'm sorry. It's one of the big feathers, usually one of the crest feathers or one of the wing feathers, something kind of showy. Because, you know, birds have thousands of feathers. A lot of them are tiny and not that showy. Some of them, I mean, they do get quite big. I mean, you look at some of these feathers, they are quite showy. Now, one note about feathers, you have to be really cautious when sending them over country borders, though. Because even sending a feather or a blood sample of a bird for DNA sexing, you have to have the right paperwork, because otherwise you can be charged with trafficking in exotic animals or parts thereof. And that's especially true because these birds are on the CITES list. So you just have to be kind of careful if you are sending anything over the border. Well, people do it. But certainly within Canada, not a problem to send feathers. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Is that the good stuff, buddy? Good stuff. How's that feel? Oh, how's that feel? Yeah. I know, Max. It's so beautiful out here. All you need are people to talk to. Yeah, sun just hid behind a cloud. Max, do you want to tell me a few things about the sun? You taught me the other week that the sun's not a person. You talked all about sun lobsters. You talked about sun lobsters? How about we don't preen the chair? That chair was doing better before your beak got on it. Yeah, Max, maybe you shouldn't chew on the chair. Have you ever thought about not chewing on the chair? I know, what a horrific thought, not chewing on a chair. If you don't chew on it, who's going to chew on it? And I think that's the point. If you don't chew on it, the chair's not going to fall apart. Yeah, what else do you have to say? Yes, Terry Max is definitely quite friendly. He's a people bird. He loves socializing with people. He likes having time with his pet Uman. For him, birds are social. It's unfair if you just lock them in a cage and leave them there at all times. In the wild, he'd be part of a large flock and busy socializing with the flock. Obviously, in captivity, his flock looks a little bit different. He does have a few feathered friends, like Q. He gets really excited to see her. But I mean, I'm his flock. Isn't that right, Max? Head up. Head up. We show people what your face looks like. They've seen all the breeding already. Yeah, but we're back here. Yes, Max thinks this is all funny. You see people? Well, that's more like it. It was a bike parade. Did you count how many people went past, Max? Yeah, Max, you need to count them. You need to say it's 1, 2, lots, many. Yeah, you just need to count. That's right, Max. Oh, that light's just lovely on him right now with the sun behind the cloud. Yeah, Max. Oh, long blink. Yeah, the camera seems to have a better time focusing on him when that sun's a little bit behind the cloud too. You're beautiful in the shade, Max. Look at those feathers. Look at all that texture. Okay, Max, we should probably think about wrapping up here pretty quick. What do you think? You just gotta sit there and look pretty. I'd love to hear a buck, buck, buck from you. Can we get a buck, buck, buck? I don't know if you can hear that, but right now he's just doing a little bit of a high-pitched whistle. So Max, I didn't ask for a whistle, though I asked for a buck, buck, buck. Can we get a buck, buck, buck? You got a buck, buck, buck? We're outside. Do you think we can get a buck for our flockers? Buck, buck, buck. Yes, Max, I saw that too. A big bird flew overhead, didn't they? Didn't they? Yeah. Was it a pterodactyl? What kind of bird was it? That's right. Bok, 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 bok. Another bird. Bok, bok, bok. Oh, big poop. Oh, Max. Was that fun? I know the people just walked away. Max, can you come back to the camera for a minute? Can you say bye-bye to the flock? It's time for us to end the stream. And we can go... What do you mean, That's right. You show people what a Patio is all about. That's your leash. You're not going to play with your leash. There we go. Drop it there. All right, everybody, would like to thank you for joining us today and wish everyone a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful weekend. I hope to see you here same time, same place next week. And of course, there are going to be some regular vids this week. I mean, that's normal with Max. There we go. Unhook that. You see people? Heart wings.